Hey family. How are you guys doing? Hopefully you had a beautiful day. Um Hopefully you showed up for yourself today, specifically for you, because you can't show up for the world if you don't show up for you first. Okay, whoever this message is for, you have a very, very abundant energy. Somebody here is spooked. Your growth is scaring the shit out of them. Okay, they don't understand it. This could be somebody that projected. It's like their vision of who they thought you were. You're not that person. I'm also getting to somebody feel like you hid, like you were always that person, but you hid that side of you from them. When in reality, it's like God cloaked your energy, okay, as a form of protection. And somebody didn't see you because they didn't want to see you. Somebody didn't see you because they didn't see themselves. Okay, I'm also hearing they didn't see themselves in you. Okay, that could be metaphoric and it could be physical. Somebody just didn't see themselves liking you. They didn't see themselves. It's like somebody wasn't sexually attracted to you. That's like a side message. But you are scaring your enemies. You scaring people. You scaring people that wanted to keep you at a certain level of thought, a certain level of finances, a certain level or a way to be. Okay, but for this person who feels some type of way about your growth and act like you always was that person, but you know, it took you to meet them, other people, and go through other circumstances and situations for you to be who you are today. You chose to use your circumstances, your tribulations, your trials as a form of growth. That's something you chose, okay? And so what? Because you chose it after them. That's their business. Is all I gotta say. Okay? It was never about them. I feel like wow. I mean, can I make it up? Okay, the first card out is envy. There is someone in your energy or that could be watching you from a distance that's hating the fact that you're moving the way you're moving. Okay? I'm hearing something about flattery. Okay? They mad that you've outgrown them. They are upset that you're growing, period. I'm getting this energy of somebody who's okay with you doing okay as long as you're on the level that they're on. But how could you expect me to mirror your energy if you're not growing? It just don't logically make sense, okay? And for everybody that feel like people can't be better than people, that's a fucking lie. If you don't sit around all day soaking in pain and you choose to transmute pain, you don't sit around all day drinking your life away. You choose to feed yourself things that make you feel alive. Because of your choices is what make you better. I just feel like that was a form or a statement to keep people humble, not search for who they are, not be enriched by their circumstances, whether it's a good or bad. Everything happens for a reason. Somebody around you is mad because you've outgrown yourself, let alone them. How you used to talk and how you used to move last year is not the same way you're moving this year and won't be the same next year. Like, you are somebody that's ever changing. You're constantly changing. You're constantly seeking and providing help for people. You've opened yourself up to an unlimited source of resources, information. Okay, something about a lunch break could be very significant. You could even be somebody that be at work, but during your lunch break, you're focused on your studies, you're focused on your growth, you're focused and you're watching things, you're indulging in things that help you become a better you. How could somebody be jealous of that when all you gotta do is the same thing? Everybody walking on their own journey of life. Okay? Comparison is the thief of joy. Comparing yourself to me or me comparing myself to you take away from the bliss that came with us becoming who we are. It take away from the growth. It makes you feel like what you've done was not enough when it was more than enough on compared to your journey. We all on our separate journey. Okay, this could definitely be a friend. Okay, this could be somebody that you were very patient with. I feel like you have this very abundant energy, so whenever you go out, whenever y'all go out, whenever you guys are with each other, miracles happen. But when they by themselves, none of that ain't going down. Okay, this could definitely be someone that's around just siphoning your energy, worried, because you've outdone. It's like the reason they feel like you've outdone them is because they don't know how to recognize the beauty within themselves. Okay, it says, I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I feel like we all mirror each other to a certain degree. You know what I'm saying? But we all on our separate journeys. And if I'm doing things to elevate and ascend and you are not, I don't think that we the same. Now, what I can say is we do go through some of the same energies with different circumstances. You may have went through a car wreck. I may have went through, I don't know, but we ended up, I don't even know why I said a car wreck. That's just the first thing that came to mind. A car wreck, a car reincarnation reminds me of you represent yourself as the soul, and your body is a representation of the car you drive in, right? And your soul is driving, the car is driving your soul, something like that. Reincarnation, something that is done over, in, within, car, the body, nations. I feel like you are somebody that reincarnated to move nations, something about generations. Okay, I'm also getting the energy of moving mountains. Okay, you've mastered transmuting energy here. I feel like every time you open your mouth and you speak, you either enlighten someone or you make somebody mad. Either way, you've triggered that person. You see what I'm saying? How the same energy can affect two different people, because one person is willing to grow and understand why they feel triggered, and then the next person so busy trying to make you feel less than because they feel like you're greater than. It's like some type of competition here. Well, what the fuck what are we who are we competing with? I'm not even competing with my old self, because my old self can't compare to who I am now. You see what I'm saying? Okay, there's definitely a lot of people, like I'm getting people being in your business, calling you to see where you at in life, trying to figure out what you got going on, waiting on you to speak on adversity. But even in the times or in the moments where you're speaking on something that may be bothering you or an adverse situation, you then combat that with a way to transmute it. I remember having a friend who will be on the phone all the time, every day, talking about the same old nigga. The same old nigga that's putting her through the same old shit. And it was just the same. And meanwhile, I was going through a situation with a nigga. We was going through the same thing, but my ability to cut them off and say I'm not dealing with this shit was way stronger than hers, right? And I in that friendship, and this was a while back, years back, probably 6, 7, 8 years ago, very young. I think I was just getting out of whatever, and she would make excuses on why she's still with that person. And my thing is, if you've been with somebody for so long and you getting the same result, why continue being with that person if you only going to get the same pain, the same hurt, the same bullshit? Okay, it says a lot about how you feel about yourself. It says a lot about the love that you have for yourself. Okay, but let's get right into the cards and see what's going. All right, the first card out you got is envy. Like, what? Okay, wow, someone envies your happiness. Someone envies your ability to see life on the lighter side, your ability to be grateful even when you're going through hardship. Okay, your ability to surrender pain and just give it to God and allow the universe to transmute that energy. You take one step and then your spirit team take the next. Okay, someone here envies your ability to be able to lean on something that you don't see. When we all speak on God, right? Even though my perspective of God is myself, is what I see around me, but I also believe in what I can't see. How could you believe in a God that you can't see? But let's move forward. I feel like there's a purpose in this message. There's a purpose. Ooh, baby, let me put on some lotion. Man, that shit is hell. Okay, that's synchronistic because I haven't forgot to put on lotion in a while since I've been doing these transmissions. I've been keeping myself, you know what I'm saying, be washing my hands before I get up here because I don't like to touch my hands with any oil or any dirt or anything like that. I like to keep them pretty. Okay, that's very significant. I feel like somebody is envious of your ability to be pretty, stay pretty, be clean, okay? And the crazy part is they don't know what you've been through to get where you at. They're not taking into the account of the times that you went to sleep crying at night, the prayers that you prayed, the burdens that you've bared. Those times when you were searching for answers and you couldn't find them because you was looking outside of you. It took you to recognize, to look within, go within, seek within, even through those emotional states. I gotta feel this out to figure out where it's coming from. What is this rooted in? Okay, something about here rooted in evil. Okay, readdressing things that were solidified already. Like a do-over, a go-over. Okay, I'm hearing something about study, so this bringing me back to a channel message that I did earlier this week about someone being studied. Okay, this could be the same person or the same energy. Okay, trying to figure out what's going on, and because they can't figure you out, it's like envy is festering inside of that person. I'm hearing you stupid bitch. The crazy part is they the stupid bitch. And it's because they watching you succeed. I also feel like someone could be trying to give your success to the devil. So this could be like, what if, for example, tarot cards. We are taught in religion to be afraid of ourselves, because these ain't nothing but cards with words and images, and I'm explaining to you the visions that I'm getting from God based off the card that fall. Most time I channel the message and then it just clarifies what I said. Right? This is an extension to who you are. This is not who you are. It don't make you. Okay, it's just a tool. But somebody could be contributing your success to some demonic energy. But the whole time you're more alive than they are. Literally. Okay, I also feel like you are somebody that jumped out and did something that, I'm going to take it since I keep seeing it. You are somebody that jumped out and popped out with something that people were afraid to do. It's like you grabbed fear by the hand and said, come on, I don't want you to become me, but you could come along with the ride because it's needed. Okay, fear is a survival response. Okay, it puts us in the right times when we're supposed to be fear. It give us this adrenaline and have us moving in ways that we didn't think we could move, and it triggers this strength that we didn't think we had. But I feel like based on your perspective is the reason why you're able to see things like this. Meanwhile, you got somebody that has made fear their identity, made being afraid their identity. False evidence appearing real. What you project is what your reality is. Okay, I'm going to take one more of these and then I'm going to get into the tarot. But yeah, it says happiness. I am aware that being happy means that I am on the right path. Okay, somebody here, you could be seeing 1, 2, 3, 4 a lot, or ascending numbers. Okay, which is significant to you being on the right path. I'm gonna go ahead and take both of these and I'm gonna call it a day. All right, you got growth, courage, service, success. Okay, I'm seeing a lot of orange light color energy. So this is reminding me of the light within. Okay, this is also reminding me of the sacral chakra. Okay, it's also giving me the energy of the sun with the success card, being free, vitality. Somebody don't understand. How is this person so happy when they dress like that? How is this person so happy when they can't even afford that? How is this person so happy when their outside circumstances don't look the way they supposed to? But that's the problem with the person who's judging you. You judging somebody based off of what they have on, when your soul is naked. Okay? Your soul is wearing your body, and when your body die, it's then stripped again of the physical. Okay, so what you put on, what it look like on the outside don't mean nothing. And that's the beauty of finding happiness within. Somebody is happy within themselves. They don't have to look like they got everything going on to be happy within themselves. They're comfortable with their own thoughts, comfortable in their own shoes. People often compare themselves when they're not comfortable where they are. People often harbor resentment and envy when they're not happy with themselves. Okay, I'm picking up on the energy of a prophet. I'm hearing prophetess. I'm also hearing priest, and I'm getting voodoo priest, but I'm getting like a priest or a priestess. Okay, this could also be significant to I'm hearing father. So when somebody go to the church and they in a room and they talking to a priest and they bearing down all of their sins. Okay, I feel like that this is not like something you physically did, or you're not a part of any religion. Okay, religion. Something was done over, which means that that's not even the original. Okay, that's very significant. Okay, and I'm not shitting on nobody who's a part of religion. It is what it is. I was once a part of religion, but I freed myself from that. I freed myself from anything that I felt like was a shackle and didn't allow me to be me. If your God is judging you and condemning you to hell for making a mistake, I don't want to be a part of that shit. Because it's not my reality. Okay? I'm channeling. Okay, somebody here channels very well. Okay, you said something here. You did something. The moves you're making, Emperor, as I split the deck. I'm also hearing something about a child of the divine. I'm also getting this energy of an inheritance baby. But I feel like this is more so on a spiritual level. Like you, every stage of your life, at different stages of your ascension, it's like you're going to be inheriting certain gifts, awakening and unlocking certain, I'm hearing motives, but awakening and unlocking certain gifts that your ancestors, I'm hearing harbored, but it's giving me more so like something laid dormant until now. Okay, the time is now. Okay, but growth reads, I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. Isn't that the beauty? I want to expand my consciousness and my awareness. I just feel like that's the type of person you are. You move in the energy of growth. You move in the energy of expansion. Okay? As you expand your consciousness, you ascend on a soul level. Okay? Raising your awareness of certain things. Catching like certain patterns, okay, within yourself and within other people. Okay, I'm hearing stop and go. Okay, that could be a convenience store. I'm seeing like a stoplight, a stop sign. Okay, I'm just getting this energy of someone trying to stop you. Okay, someone that's spying on you. Somebody that could be watching you in the darkness and they think you don't know that they there, but you can feel it. Even if you don't know who that person is. For some of you, you do. You know that there's somebody that don't like you watching you. But it's crazy because they're intrigued. And they will never make themselves known because they don't want you to know that they watching. But who gives a fuck? You can stay in the dark. These could definitely be past lovers, past relationships, okay, past jobs, okay, especially with this Six of Cups. The past. It's in the past for a reason, okay? It's in the past for a reason. What you got here? The Hierophant. Was I not just talking about religion in church? Okay, let's talk about institutions, tradition, religion. It talk about society and the rules. Okay, so something about the way the government set it up is very significant. You could be somebody that believed in the conspiracy theories because you know the truth behind what they call conspiracies. Somebody here, you're aware of some type of truth. You're aware of some type of government scheme, government scam. You're aware of the way it was set up. Meanwhile, everybody else is just going with the flow. But I feel like you went against the wave, okay, and you found your way, and it's pissing people off. Like I said, it's pissing people off. Somebody here, you're about to get a new car, okay? Your ability to let go of burdens, okay? You see how this card is usually talking about extra responsibility, hard work, and overload. But if you switch your perspective, that person could just be gathering sticks to build themselves a home, build themselves a house, or add on to something that they've already created for themselves, okay? Understanding why at some point in your life you had to carry a lot, and appreciating the lightness that you feel now, the freedom of letting it go, appreciating going through it, because had you not went through it, you wouldn't be able to have gratitude for the happiness that's brewing, that you're living. Okay, you had the courage and the strength to walk away from the construct, something that was constructed before your time. Don't mean you can't change it up type shit. Okay, I'm just hearing freedom. I'm also getting this energy of service. Okay, for some of us, we could have had this idea that we came to life to serve others. No, you came to serve you, and because servicing you, repairing you, whoever's watching, whoever's experiencing, if they choose to appreciate the example that you're setting for them, that's your way of servicing people, not purposely going out and just going out of your way, which means that it's out of your way to help somebody else, especially those who don't even want to fucking help themselves. Okay, now I'm being brought to something I channeled in the early message when I said hello to my haters, because y'all helping me pay my bills too. Okay, I feel like that's very significant. You could have some type of platform here where your views and your watch time making you money. Okay, no longer resting in comfort, stepping outside of comfort to explore the glow, to explore what it really means to have faith when you moving and being your allowing yourself to be guided by something that you can't see, but you can feel it internally. That is your sight. You can't see your third eye, but that don't mean it ain't there. Everything that God gave us is for a reason, because I'm getting this energy too, where somebody was afraid to open up their third eye, or afraid of spirituality, or afraid. You were only afraid because that's what you were told to be. I was watching this video of babies sitting up playing with their toys, and these people did an experiment and brought snakes around them, and the snakes were just crawling, doing their own things, not bothering the babies. Now the babies were bothering the snakes because they were curious, but they weren't afraid. After you get to a certain age, you're taught to be afraid of certain things. Why are we still carrying things that we were taught if those things aren't getting us anywhere? Okay, I could be speaking to you and your enemy, teaching them how to transmute that energy and create love out of it, compassion for themselves, allow themselves to be open up to some form of creativity. Okay, now I'm picking up too, you could definitely be teaching, like I said, I think I said it earlier, your star power, the way you're moving is teaching even people who don't like you. And that's beautiful, because at the end of the day, it ain't, whether they learn the lesson or not, it's not going to affect your ascension. Okay, they can try. Okay, I'm getting this energy of like witchcraft. I'm also getting this energy of like projections, word magic. They can try, but it's not gonna work. Okay, there's a spirit here working with you that's on your team. The same spirits that they call demonic is the same spirits that's helping you free yourselves and attract this abundance. The same spirits that you were once afraid of are the same spirits that's walking with you that you can't see, helping you expand, helping you step into this leadership. Okay, because somebody else told you to be afraid. What? Now, I ain't judging nobody, all right, because I've been there. And sometimes I still find myself there, working through fears I didn't even know I had, like being afraid of the dark. When I was created in darkness, in the womb of my mother, how could I be afraid of the beginning? My start, my beginning in this physical realm. I also feel like I'm picking up on somebody who is not afraid to, or you need to let go of the fact that it's like, I'm getting this energy of like somebody dimming their light because other people burn in it. Hell no. Don't dim yourself down for nobody. Don't put your own light out to help somebody else. That's their problem. Okay, yeah, you got the 9 of Pentacles. That's their problem. They got to live with that. They got to go home with that emotion. They got to go home with that hurt. Don't consume yourself with the pain of other people after you transmuted your own pain. Even if it's your parents. Your parents on their own journey. Even if it's a friend, even if it's a lover. We're all on our own journey of success, our own journey of ascension, our own timelines. I'm going to get one more tarot card and then I'm out. Okay. I just feel like people don't like to. I feel like even you being in this energy has contributed to why it may feel like it took so long. Like somebody here, it took you lifetimes, because you were always worried about the next person and what they gonna think and how it would look on the outside. This energy of perfectionism when that was taught to you. And the crazy part is, I don't know one person in this world that can really give you a true definition of what perfection is besides the Google definition. And even then, for something to be perfect, it depends on the perspective of the person. It depends on the perspective of the creator. You might feel like you did something perfectly and rest in that. Be happy with that. Don't allow somebody else's opinion to deter you away from what you feel like is good, beautiful, perfect. People gonna have their opinions. People gonna have their comments. I'm sorry, I got quiet because I'm getting distracted by a noise that I'm hearing. It's not the speaker, it's not this, but it sounds like something ticking. Okay, and now Spirit is showing me this image of like a light, and how at night when the porch light on, all of these bugs is going toward that light. Okay, something about a nocturnal energy, so bats could be very significant. I'm also getting this energy of the owl, the owl's wisdom. Okay, an owl painting, an owl tattoo, butterfly tattoo, something about quotes, words, imagery, projection, reality. Somebody is trapped in their own addictions. Hold on. Oh, that's exactly what it is. That's crazy how I just channeled that. It's a ladybug that keep tapping my light up here. I guess I let her in when I came from the store. It's an orange ladybug too. So that could be very significant. I'm also getting this energy of like energy ciphering. Okay, especially with this devil card being at the bottom of the deck, because somebody saw that you had your heart on your sleeve. But I feel like this has changed, and that's what's making them mad too. You used to be somebody that was overly nice or nice to a default, but you're no longer allowing that to be a weakness. You allowing it to be your strength. By letting, like, yeah, you nice, but I'm going to give this energy to people who deserve it. People who are willing to reciprocate it. And now all of a sudden, you a bitch. You mean. You an asshole. Yeah, you invoke this energy. And that's the beauty of embodying darkness. Because in that darkness, you say no. You choose you. And people gonna feel like, however the fuck they feel, who cares? Like, nobody don't care about that. For real though. Alright, I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, you are attracting your community. People who want to celebrate with you, alongside with you. People who not comparing themselves to you. Something is coming in, and it's coming in fast. I'm also getting this energy of traveling. Okay, something about speed, action, momentum. Something about a swift change. Okay, I also feel like you lifting yourself from all this heavy energy is allowing your manifestations to come in quicker. Okay, something, I'm stuttering. Okay, that could be very significant. A speech impediment could be very significant. Okay, but something has sped up for you. And that's why they mad. At some point, everything was going slow. Everything was being slowed down because I realized, because there's something you had to realize about fairness, truth, equality, balance. Realizing that you are contributing to why people treat you like shit because you allowing it. Okay? But I feel like you rested in that pain, you transmitted, or this is something that you need to do. And you realize the truth about something. Okay, something about aligning your subconscious alignment. Okay, and I just feel this energy of you walking away from things that no longer contributed to you having courage. Okay, you realize that you can't serve everything and everybody. Being a good person is not how you manifest. I'm not saying don't be a good person, but what I'm saying is, like, the universe responds to your vibration. So if you're overly giving, you're going to receive circumstances, situations that require you to overgive. But the moment you balance that out, it is then mirrored to you. The balance is mirrored to you. So being nice, your morals, all of that, it contributes to high vibrational energy, right? But like I said, how you dish it out is the way you get it. What you give is what you receive. It's time for us to start looking at that on a way deeper level than actually handing somebody something. What are you giving out to the universe that the universe is giving right back? And with that being said, I love you guys. I appreciate y'all. If y'all are interested in booking a personal reading, everything is in the description box. And thank you. If I didn't do my intro, welcome to the portal of alignment. If I ever came on your timeline, there was a reason. Even if the video you seen didn't resonate with you. Look, I got plenty of videos. Okay? I believe that my energy is a privilege to experience. So take advantage of that. Not in a bad way though, you motherfuckers. I wasn't talking to y'all that, that cherish. Anyway, girl, let me get the fuck out of here. I will talk you to death. Okay. I love you guys. I'll see you guys on the next transmission. Peace.